Welcome back, Star Wars fans. Jonesy the Mandalorian here with another entry in the Hyperspace Database. Today's topic, the mysterious Knights of Ren and their personal transport, the Night Buzzard. The Knights of Ren were a group of dark side users that roamed the galaxy spreading fear and chaos, and the Night Buzzard was their personal transport as well as mobile base of operations. The Night Buzzard was an Obolette-class transport manufactured by Oceraton Assemblages of the penal planet Oceraton, and was a prison transport. The Knights of Ren stole one of these transports and modified it to be their own personal vessel, as well as mobile command ship. The Buzzard was modified to generate more thrust out of the engines than normal, but this modification was crudely done, which was evidenced in the noxious gases that poured out of it as it flew in atmosphere. While we can see the history of the Night Buzzard, what was the history of the Knights of Ren? The Knights of Ren were a group of masked dark-side wielders who followed the code of the Ren, which was a philosophy based on the red-bladed lightsaber. This ideology was very simple. It lives, it consumes, and it doesn't apologize. It is its nature and nothing else. This resulted in the Knights living a flexible lifestyle, taking what they wanted and disregarding morality, never thinking of the consequences. Their leader was a man known only as Ren, a gray-haired human male of unknown origins who wielded a red lightsaber. Ren led his team of knights to follow the will of the dark side, or the shadow as they called it, and to find others like them. There were 6 members of the Knights of Ren besides Ren himself, and they each wielded a different weapon of their choice in their missions for the dark side. Aplek, who preferred deception to violence and wielded an ancient Beskar alloy Mandalorian executioner's axe. Cardo, who was the armorer of the group and who possessed a powerful arm cannon that was capable of launching plasma bolts and acted as a flamethrower. Kuruk, the pilot of the Night Buzzard and also the sniper of the Knights, who wielded a multi-barreled custom rifle capable of long-distance sniping and pump-action plasma blasts. Trudgeon, who was the strongman of the group, wielded an enormous vibro-cleaver as a weapon, and would often take the weapons and armor of defeated foes and add them to his personal arsenal. Ushar, who wielded a heavy war club with kinetic blast capabilities and held baradium charges to destroy enemies in groups. And Vikrul, who was the harvester of the Knights and the reaper of the fallen, who wielded a frick scythe weapon that was capable of rending flesh with its vibro technology. These Knights of Ren roamed the galaxy pursuing the will of the Shadow and the Code of Ren for many years, until they met Ben Solo. In the comic book series The Rise of Kylo Ren, Ben Solo flees the remains of Luke Skywalker's Jedi Academy and seeks out the Knights to learn more about the dark side from them. After meeting them and traveling to several different worlds, they eventually land on the planet Mimban, and Ren tells Ben that the price of acceptance into the Knights is a good death. This leads to a confrontation between the Knights and a few of Luke Skywalker's students, who were off-world at the time of the destruction of the temple. During the battle that followed, as the Knights were tied up fighting the students, Ben finally sees the lesson that he is supposed to learn from the dark side followers, and turns on Ren, eventually defeating him and ending Ren's life. This would lead the Knights to pledge their loyalty to their new master, who was christened Kylo Ren as a reminder of the man that had fallen under his blade. After this point, the Knights of Ren would become Kylo Ren's personal enforcers, and flew in the Night Buzzard doing his bidding, as no one else could command them. They appeared in The Rise of Skywalker on the planet Pisana, where they captured the Wookiee Chewbacca and took him back to Kylo Ren's flagship. They would later show up on the planet Kijimi, hunting down the Resistance heroes who were seeking the help of the local slicer Babu Frick. The Knights then were seen on the planet Exegol, where they confronted their former leader, who had turned back to the light and abandoned the name Kylo Ren and returned to Ben Solo. The Knights were in service to the dark side, and Darth Sidious was their hidden master. This led to a heated battle between the Knights and Solo, though the Force-sensitive Knights were no match for the grandson of Anakin Skywalker, and were defeated by their former comrade. What happened to the Night Buzzard after the death of the Knights of Ren is a mystery, as the Sith were destroyed and the Final Order forces scattered, but the fearsome legacy of the Knights of Ren and their chaotic ideology would be etched in history as dark chapters in the history of Kylo Ren. Want to learn more secret history and trivia behind Star Wars ships, technology, alien species, and more? Be sure to check out my other videos, hit those like and subscribe buttons, and the bell to be notified every time I publish a new video. Be sure to select all notifications there, and you can check me out on social media for more news and channel updates. If you like what I do and would like to support me directly, consider heading over to my Patreon page to help me out there. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you thought of this video and just chat with me, because I love talking to you guys. Thank you so much for watching and for your support, and we will see you in the next episode.